a different segue is because you can be your true authentic self in most cases around your family. You can express your biases, you can express your vulnerable moments, your trials and tribulations. Typically, your family is going to be more in tune and more adept to hear your true feelings about something. Now, you can have friends that are almost on the same tier, or if not, have become more than just friends. They almost feel like family. But I still think your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, even your cousin, your uncle, those people are going to be the ones who really know who you are because they've seen you progress through life. They've seen you at your best. They've seen you at your worst. They've seen you when you shit on yourself, when you piss on yourself, all the things that Dane does on a daily basis. They've seen you at your most vulnerable. When you got snot coming out your nose or you got your tail kicked in that day at school, your family's typically the one to receive you on those days. Now, sometimes it could fall to your friends, and in very rare cases, it could fall to your coworkers. But for the most part, your family is going to have that deeper bond, that deeper relationship. And I feel for people because there's always an exception to the rule. There's probably some people out there who are not that close with their family, in which case it would probably be their friends.
Muted.
Oh, you muted. You muted, Vulcan.
Got you, T Reason. Wicked, what about for yourself?
All right, so I'll tell you why it can't be your friends first. So it can't be your friends because not all of your friends are the same. Most people have groups of friends where, you can do and act a certain way with these people, but it really won't fly with these people. So you're not really being your true self all the time. Are you being authentic? Sure, but you're not really acting the same way. So they're not going to see you in every perspective of how you're truly going to act to a situation. Um, as far as with what T Reason was saying, when you have your friends and you don't have family, but I say family because technically, if you have your friends who you're very close with and stuff like that, would you not consider them to be family? Blood doesn't, just because you're blood related doesn't mean that you're actual family. It just means you're related by blood. I think your actions that you and the relationship you have with a person would be considered family or not. Because there's many people, like he said, who don't have a family, who only have certain friends, but I can guarantee you they would be like, that's not my friend, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my whatever it is to kind of correlate it to family. Um, Co-workers, I don't think they're really going to know you your best because you have to act a certain way at work, otherwise you're going to lose your job. So you might not react the way you really want to react or do things you really want to do because you have a livelihood that you have to protect. So that's why I boil it down to your family is going to know you best because that's where you're able to be your authentic self.
My first tattoo ever is a memorial to someone who is not blood related but is family. And because I'm not very close with most of my family, I think you're gonna like this line. But they always say blood is thicker than
That's
water. But my first tattoo says family is thicker than blood. That's got his initials. So if we are then saying that a friend that reaches that level goes into family, then I would say family because
Got
I mean he's dead, but I've got other friends like
you.
that.
listen,
Obviously, it
I have a
does because
tattoo of
you're
my
reading
friend,
the
same
line of
thing.
the
Oh yeah,
term
yeah. But
from
hold on, I want to
friend
get
to
Dane. Dane
family.
hasn't.
So, I mean,
Yeah, sorry, T Reason.
kind
Hold
of
on, I want to
answers
get
your
Dane.
own
Dane
question
to come in
there.
real quick. Go ahead, Dane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still trying to get my OBS set up here, but yeah, I say
You're losing
family
that nigga,
because of
Vulcan.
this. Because of this.
You're losing real bad.
He's probably talking to his own chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna let.
It's on you, Dane.
Okay, I thought my mic was unmuted, but I'm still trying to get my OBS to come back up, but at least I'm still on panel with y'all. I'm gonna say still family because family, whether it's your mom, your dad, your spouse, even to some extent your siblings, they are the people who can really call you on your shit. Now, your coworkers, they can't call you on too much of your crap because you're gonna end up in HR with them. See, so they're gonna be trying to protect their job, and they're gonna put up with a whole bunch of crap out of you because they don't want to end up in HR. Your manager, he's gonna balance getting the job done versus how aggravating or whatever you are. Your parents, it's your parents' duty to call you on your crap, I think. my 5 kids would probably disagree with that. Your spouse is supposed to be able to call you on your junk. And so they're the ones that are going to see who the real you is. Like my mom always said, you never really know somebody till you live in the house with them. So, that's what I stand by.
I live alone.
Yeah, for me, it's a tough one. Obviously, as
No,
everybody
you got a
said.
dog back there, man. Is that a dog back there? What you
Yes,
mean?
sir, it
You got
is.
a
My
dog?
best fucking
Yo,
friend in the world.
That's
man,
That's
Morty.
my family.
That's
He
not a
knows that.
dog.
That's my
Right.
family. You're
That's
right.
the
You're right.
overlord.
Yeah.
The overlord.
That
So
is the
yeah,
overlord.
the overlord, right?
Okay. Okay.
I think for me, it's a tough
OBZ.
one. As everybody said, it's a tough one. It can go either way, and everybody's situation is going to be different. Like Indian Jesus said, he's not particularly close with his family, so obviously that's going to X that one out. Some people have jobs like oil field people at the oil field all day for days on end. Sometimes before they go home, they might be in the oil field for 2 weeks before they come home. That's going to be a different situation. And then you have situations like Jonathan and David in the Bible where they said that they loved each other like a man loves his own soul or something like that. Oh yeah, we got an echo going on.
Just mute. You just mute both.
Echo, 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 echo.
I added your. Do that
Double Dane.
I got you. I got y'all. I got
Yeah, I
y'all.
think we're good now. But yeah, so I would say like when it comes to, I picked the friend because when it comes to there's some things most people I don't think they don't show to their family. I guess I'm gonna name a couple things that we might define as you. I'm gonna start with superficial, shallow things like your favorite food, your favorite color, what you like, what your hobbies are. Uh, that's you. Obviously, it's you. I'm not impressed by that much of you. I guess for me, I think about like how do you think? Like what makes you tick? Like how do you handle certain conflicts and situations? Like for most of us, I don't think our families really seen us fight. I think your friends have seen you fight. I don't think your coworkers have probably seen you get in a fight. Do you run? Do you get scared? Are you a punk? I think those things your friends, especially if you. I'm assuming all these situations are kind of maxed out, whatever that means. So your family, you're good with your family, all that kind of good stuff, and you're pretty regular contact with your family. Your coworkers, you worked a job for 5 or 10 years. When y'all are in a cubicle or office or whatever y'all are doing, or you in the NBA player, you're an NFL player, and you're around these guys all the time.
All right. I
I'm
think I have
assuming
my
that with your
OBS
friends, you
back
have
up and running.
friendships like from the
Hallelujah.
sandbox. So I'm trying to
Had a little bit of a power outage here. So
for what I'm saying.
my
I just
iMac
think
lost
that
power, so I lost my
level of intimacy
OBS.
that
My
you have with
OBS
your
is this
friends and willing to
software right
share
here that you see.
people that you go to war with.
You see that I
I don't think
create
have
this
with
scene in. You
now,
see,
now
this is my
I feel like I'm kind of
OBS.
mistaken a little bit is when it comes to
Um,
things like having siblings.
let me see if I can.
If you have brothers or if you're a sister, you have sisters.
Yes, my
that
OBS.
kinda
So
gives
my
you some
OBS
family.
died,
You might treat
and my
them differently.
OBS streams to my Restream, which then streams to my YouTube. So
So I think
that's why my
where it
YouTube
kind
stream
of,
ended.
blur the line there.
But I
I
was able
think
to stay
generally
on this
speaking,
panel because this panel's on my MacBook right here,
whether it's
which
drug
has a
use
battery.
or times you got rejected by
Now
your
my
family,
router over there shut down and rebooted. I don't know why they didn't lose me in that mix,
there's
but
stuff
they
that your
didn't.
friends know about you, embarrassing
But
things
I'm
they know about
back.
you that you wouldn't really want anybody to know. Obviously, your family knows.
Honky cat.
You sharp
Better
one
get back to
time,
the whatever.
You got an F.
But I'm here.
Your family knows embarrassing.
I'd rather die than withdraw.
That's right.
For the most part. But I think that your friends they know how you think, they know your philosophy. They know they can answer questions on your behalf. I think to the same level or more so than maybe even your family could if it's all maxed out. So that's what I would say on that topic. Why I pick friends, but it can go either way, obviously. So
Sounds like
anybody
y'all
have
have
anything you wanna say
boring
on that
ass
topic?
jobs.
yeah.
Well, we gotta go to HR. You work in a restaurant, and there's really family, friends, coworkers. It's all kind of. I mean,
You
none
gotta
of
be professional.
most
Still.
Jesus,
most of my
I'm a
friends.
chef. That's what I do.
Most of my friends, not all of them, most of my friends have never seen me do a line of blow. And the last restaurant I worked at, the manager was the one distributing. So again, it depends, and I mean, I wouldn't call him a friend like that.
Here's the thing, though. When in most jobs, I mean, obviously you have a special exception. Most jobs, you have to put on a certain type of level of professionalism, or you almost have to put on a work mask where you don't say certain things, you don't bring up certain topics. You can't be your true, authentic
That's
self
why I can't do
in the
corporate.
work. I mean,
That
and most
that's
He's
why I
got
said
HR.
that.
It ain't for me.
and most
but
jobs
let me
are corporate.
push
So
back
that's
on that
why
real
it's like
quick.
you're in the exception, not the rule.
Let me push back on that, and it's not because I disagree with you because it can go either way. But if you're at a work that's anyway challenging, whether you're a server, whether or not you're a Wall Street guy, they're seeing you in tough situations as an adult that your family just never doesn't really see. So they're seeing like I said, what makes you tick, your grit, things that really matter to people, and your family just not around for that, and it's not something you're really going to share with them.
Oh, I'm sorry y'all don't have family like that. I'm
Okay, yeah. So maybe
sorry
maybe yeah,
y'all
maybe
don't
a
have.
situation your
I
family
think
does.
I think the dynamic. This is a dynamic question where it's not a one size fits all. Everyone has a different level of, well, how many close friends do you have? And then how many close coworkers do you have? Some people go into a work environment is very hostile where they don't even like each other at all enough to even be them their true selves. They're fake with each other, or they have to fake nice to each other. And oh yeah, to point that out, it was two Danes. One is already enough. So the fact he had all that screen time, it was
Take
No,
kind of
my
he just
joke, motherfucker.
it was,
no.
no,
Dane's just
I
too
was
big to
gonna
be on
say
one screen.
something, but somebody was talking, so I didn't want to say it then. But I definitely
Got
wanted to
him.
mention that. Don't ever have two camera angles on Dane like that. Don't do that to the pod. But
Double your gun. I can't remember the commercial.
but yeah, so I really feel like family's still gonna be the most important
If
thing.
he ever gets finished, Vulcan, can you take down that brown circle with the D?
I was just about to say something profound, and you had to
That's the
put me
round
on the
brown,
spot,
man.
and it's just like, come
I
Who
don't
wants
on,
to
I don't
put
man.
a
think
one in
you
the
and
chat if
Profound
you
go in the
think that
same
what he's
sentence.
about to say is profound? Put a one in the chat if you think what he's about to say is
Yes.
profound.
It should be one but one.
But
Because what I was gonna say is your family is gonna be with you throughout the entirety of your life. Your friends bump in here and there. You may not see them again. You may move to another city, state. Your family's still gonna keep in contact with you. If your family is the true definition of a family. Now, there's always exceptions. There might be some people whose family don't are not that tight and intertwined, but for the most part, your family is that one that brings you into this world and puts you in the ground. Your family does that for you. Most of the interactions, most of the things you do, you're gonna confide in your family. If you go to jail, are you expecting your
Oh,
friends or your
Jesus.
family to come bail you out? So that's why I say
is
typically
anybody
your
want to
family's
address what
gonna
he's
know
saying right there? Or
more.
I had a comment about it. Yeah,
Oh, my
That's
God.
exactly what I said.
I didn't think he was ever going to shut up about it. He just keeps
They
going
just want
and
to know why I'm
going.
doing it,
No,
He's
I'm
Dane.
like
feeling
the
this one.
They say
Energizer
I'm doing good.
Bunny.
Oh, I'm doing
He
That
good.
just
doesn't really reflect what's
goes and
profound.
goes
You
and
gotta take it to your own
goes and
medicine.
goes.
Was it
We
profound?
look up the
I was listening.
definition of profound
No,
real quick, please.
if he could go in the bedroom like he does on stream, he'd probably still have a woman. Jesus.
Profound. An adjective describes something that is very deep, intense,
Man,
or
y'all my biggest
far-reaching.
thought it
It
was a
fans.
draft.
applies to
It's okay.
ideas
I
and
understand
insights
y'all
with
my
deep
biggest fans, and this is how
intellectual
y'all
meaning,
show it, man.
states
Y'all got
of
an
being that
interesting
are
way of
felt
showing it.
extremely strongly, or changes that
You
are
have to understand.
You
You
don't
have to
have to say
understand. Lutch,
extremely and strong.
Lutch, you have
What's
to
not profound?
understand the point he's coming from. So
Typically,
he's not where you and I are at. But in T Reason world, that's
of
profound.
course, I'm gonna have to lose some IQ first.
He
He
probably
probably just
couldn't.
learned the
it's
word
He probably
profound and
couldn't
got away to use it.
spell profundity.
You
horrible
gotta
that you
take
think
some
that.
brain out.
So real
Some brain
quickly, I just
activity
want
out.
to I want to address what you said, T Reason, right here. And again, I don't have a strong knockdown case here, but I guess I'm challenging the intimacy and how the depth of that relationship. Like I agree with you, family's always going to be there for you. But I think kind of the beauty of that is after you turn 18, you're not living with them anymore. I think that's part of what makes it sustainable is the fact that it's that there's not enough familiarity to breed contempt to that extent. I think to some extent, I think when your family's there for you, but I don't know if your family's really getting into your psychology like that. And I'm sure that happens. I know that happens in family. If we, especially if we
Well,
kind of
maybe
white
I
his
got a
family,
great family then,
yeah, we kind of
because
wife
that's
his
very
family and
normal
stuff
for
like
me.
that. I mean, it wasn't specific enough as the wife would be more, a friend was your family. She obviously considered your family out of context. Even friends can be considered that. But what I'm saying is this right here is that like there's got to be things. I lost the point I was going to make, so I'm making another point. There's got to be things that people that have good friends, like long-term friends, that they share with them. I'll give an example real quick. Yeah, I'll give an example. I had a friend call me and tell me he had something inappropriate happen to him of a sexual variety when he was a
Don't
child.
talk about T Reason like that.
Yeah, but guess who doesn't know that?
His
His wife.
parents. Oh,
His wife.
So Would that guy consider you family though?
I think he would consider me friend. I mean, but I would say even if he considered me, I'm telling him technically I would be a friend. Technically, I'm still a friend, even though you know.
I mean, technically you could be family, but not consider somebody family.
I don't
That's what I'm
know.
saying. Like,
Well, not
that's
consider,
that's
yeah,
why I
for
say
sure.
like that's why I say like the friend who knows you the best, you would consider that person as a family. You wouldn't
No,
consider them. You would like, oh,
Dane,
that's
what you
my
got to say?
friend.
Dane has a
I
point on that.
I think
no.
we can all land on that if we're saying that whatever person is that person for you is ostensibly family, then the answer is family, and what you
Mm-mm.
define as family.
In my original statement
Mm-mm.
throughout this
No,
conversation.
I don't believe that. I believe family is people you have blood or legal ties to. I believe that those people have that you have an
Nobody ever
obligation to
befriended
them.
him enough. He
So let him
never
finish.
had
No,
somebody
let Dave finish the
actually
point he's
befriend
making
him
real quick.
enough.
You got some questions when you get done, Dane. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's just what I think. I have some very good friends that I would give them a kidney if need be. But if I had one of my children or my wife or my brother or even my sister-in-law, my niece, my nephew, mother, father, whatever that needed a kidney, and my very best friend needed a kidney, I can get another very best friend when they die of kidney failure. I can't get another child. I can't get another, well, I could get another wife, but I don't want another wife. I can't get another mother. No,
You can
my
make another child.
family